Welcome back, trainers. Let's talk today about counters and strategy for Gigantamax Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise in Pokemon GO. All of these will be Tier 6 max battles and cost 800 max particles each. So try as best as you can to save particles from the day before to get the most battles for free. I'll lead into max battle strategy at the end, but for now, let's discuss each boss. We're going in Pokédex order with Venusaur up first. Venusaur is a grass and poison type, making it weak to fire, flying, ice, and psychic types. After it's defeated, it can be caught with a Hundo CP of 1554 CP with no weather boost and 1943 CP in sunny and cloudy weather. You can safely take down Venusaur with 12 to 15 plus trainers using max battle strategy and the top counters. Your top attackers are going to be Gigantamax Charizard with Wing Attack and GMax Wildfire, or if you don't have an elite fast TM, your next best bet would be Fire Spin. Dynamax Moltres with Fire Spin and Sky Attack. Dynamax Charizard with Fire Spin and Blast Burn, Dynamax Metagross with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, Dynamax Zapdos with Thunder Shock or Charge Beam if you don't have an Elite Fast TM, and Drill Peck, Dynamax Cinderace with Fire Spin and Flamethrower, and Dynamax Darmanitan with Fire Fang and Overheat. Your top shielders or defenders are going to be Gigantamax Venusaur with Vine Whip and Vine Lash, Gigantamax Charizard with Wing Attack and GMax Wildfire, Dynamax Metagross with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, and Dynamax Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. Healers are going to be the same as the shielders, but just going to add in Dynamax Greedent with Tackle and Body Slam as well. Now let's talk about Gigantamax Charizard. Charizard is a flying and fire type Pokemon and will be weak to electric and water and double weak to rock. It can be caught with a Hundo CP of 1651 CP non-weather boosted and 2064 CP in sunny and windy weather. I'd suggest a group size here of around 12 to 15 plus trainers as well, using the max battle strategy and top counters. And those top attackers are going to be GMax Kingler with Bubble and GMax Foam Burst, GMax Blastoise with Water Gun and GMax Cannonade, GMax Toxtricity with Spark and GMax Stun Shock, Dynamax Blastoise with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, Dynamax Zapdos with Thunder Shock, or again, Charge Beam if you don't have an Elite Fast TM, and Ancient Power, Dynamax Kingler with Bubble and Crab Hammer, and Dynamax Inteleon with Water Gun and Surf. The top shielders are going to be Gigantamax Blastoise with Water Gun and GMax Cannonade, Dynamax Blastoise with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, Gigantamax Lapras with Water Gun and GMax Resonance, Gigantamax Kingler with Bubble and GMax Foam Burst, and Dynamax Kingler with Bubble and Crab Hammer. The top healers are going to be the same as the shielders again, but I'm going to add in GMax Toxtricity with Spark and GMax Stun Shock. And last but certainly not least is Gigantamax Blastoise, aka Big Man Blastoise. Big Man Blastoise. Yeah. Blastoise is a pure water type Pokemon, so it's weak to electric and grass. It can be caught with a Hundo CP of 1409 CP non-weather boost and 1761 CP in rainy weather. Blastoise is pretty tanky, so I would recommend a party of 17 to 20 plus trainers for this one. And the top attackers are going to be GMax Venusaur with Vine Whip and GMax Vine Lash, Gigantamax Toxtricity with Spark and GMax Stun Shock, Dynamax Rillaboom with Razor Leaf and Grass Knot, Dynamax Zapdos with Thunder Shock or Charge Beam and Thunderbolt, Dynamax Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant, and Dynamax Toxtricity with Spark and Wild Charge. Top defenders are going to be GMax Blastoise with Water Gun and GMax Cannonade, Gigantamax Lapras with Water Gun and GMax Resonance, Gigantamax Venusaur with Vine Whip and GMax Vine Lash, and Dynamax Metagross with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, Dynamax Blastoise with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, and Dynamax Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. The best healer is going to be the same as the defenders again in this one, adding in Dynamax Greedent again with Tackle and Body Slam. Now that we have the best defenders and attackers and counters out of the way, which this should be a pretty decent blend of regular Dynamax counters as well as some of the Gigantamax ones, just in case you did miss some of those Gigantamaxes they had early on. It's ironic that a lot of the Gigantamax counters are the same Pokemon we're trying to go after. So if you did miss them the first time around, you're probably going to focus more on these budget Dynamax counters. But let's talk max battle strategy. One of the biggest and most obvious things to check is campfire for local meetups so you can link up with trainers, as you're going to need large party sizes for these bosses. And remember, you can have up to 40 trainers in a lobby, but everyone is broken into teams of 4. So check which team you're on and call out and see who you're going to be working with. If you long press on the screen where the trainers are standing, it should show the other trainers' names, so you can call those out as well. And try to just get near your party as you're getting ready to battle. What you're going to do with this information is communicate everyone's roles during the max phase. The main focus of these battles is to get to the max phase as quickly as possible each time, and that's best acquired by using your fast move and not your charged move. And you can collect those Dynamax particles that appear on the screen by swiping left and right, but sometimes just doing that fast attack is going to charge the max meter up faster. If you do wind up seeing the incoming attack little 3 lines above your Pokemon's head, that's going to be your chance to do your best to dodge left or right to try to avoid those incoming attacks, and obviously pick up those Dynamax particles as well to charge up that meter. And then once you're in the max phase, 1 trainer should be shielding, 1 trainer should be healing if needed, and 2 trainers should be attacking. The trainer who's shielding should obtain 3 shields each max phase to become the target of the boss and take less damage during the regular phase. And then they should replenish the shields as they fade, and if you have any extra turns during the max phase, use those for attacking or healing, whatever is needed. The trainer who's healing should look at everyone's needs during the max phase and heal or attack as needed. And then the trainers who are attacking have a pretty straightforward role of ensuring that they are always bringing in their best attack counter during the max phase. So typically when you switch, you're going to want to switch out during the regular phase to something that could take a little bit more damage and maybe not your glass cannon attackers. But when you get into that max phase, you're going to want to switch to your best attackers, the best attack counter during that phase. And the reason I say to discuss this with your team ahead of time is because depending on your role, it is critical that you're using Pokemon with a max move of that type at level 3 or as high as possible. So the shielder should have a max guard at level 3 and focus less on attack, and healers should have max spirit up at level 3 and so on. The reason for this is you don't want to have 3 people healing and 1 person attacking, or all 4 people attacking, and then everybody dies off because nobody was healing or shielding. But if that does happen, if your teammates do die off, please keep in mind that cheering does do a lot. It probably does a lot more than you expect. Charge up that cheer meter. It's going to charge that max meter even faster. We've had times in our local community in battles where I've been the last person on there, and my team is, cheering as much as they can, as quickly as they can, and we were getting to the max phase in a matter of seconds, and it was great. We were able to take everything down and come in clutch there, and so it is definitely worth hanging in there and cheering your team on. And as always, good luck out there. I hope this helps, and enjoy the game by yourself or with your Poke fam and friends. I'll catch you next time.